In this episode, we travel from Abilene, Texas to Vinton, Louisiana. Not a bad spot for the night. Oh, wow, that's great. Not bad. We're in Abilene, Texas. We ended up picking a different site, one that's a little more private. Not right in the turnaround loop. One more time, babe, with the stairs. We can open her up. Yep. We're staying the night at CB Park in Abilene, Texas. It offers 5 primitive campsites, first come, first serve, free of charge. The park sits along Fort Phantom Lake. It's a small lake, but there is a boat ramp. The park offers bird watching and hiking trails. The trees are budding here already. Getting close to spring. There's a boat launch down there where we were originally parked, and a circular drive. Adjacent to the park is the RC model plane airport.
So hey guys, another successful day of travel. Beautiful weather. Well, I shouldn't say that. They were supposed to call for rain, as you can see. But, yeah, we didn't get any rain. So, and the rain that they were calling for tonight, I guess, staying north. So, we got a spot here that isn't as nice as last night, but we made money on this one because this one didn't cost us anything, and I found a dime.
That works, babe.
That's kind of funny.
Look at that. Gorgeous. We had a good night, and now we're getting ready to get back on the road. The landscape in this part of Texas doesn't change much, but the colorful wildflowers add to its beauty. The historic town of Comanche was established in 1856. Near the modern courthouse is the preserved log structure known as the Old Cora Courthouse, one of the oldest standing wooden courthouses in Texas. The Hamilton County Courthouse, built in 1897, was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1980. Moody, Texas was established in 1881 when the railroad came through. Seeing the interstate below us makes us appreciate being on two-lane highways. The town of Marlin has been given the nickname the hot mineral water city of Texas. Mineral water was discovered here in 1892. After 3 days of driving, we're finally below the 1,000-mile mark. Seeing these purple flowers amongst the vines reminds me that there is beauty in chaos. Major disaster. Well, it's time to address this cabinet and add another fastener. Everything, toilet seats broke. We had a good night's stay here. We had a compromise on where to stay because it was so hot last night. We needed to be able to run the air conditioner. And a lot of places, state parks and things, were not available. But you can hear the truck noise, the highway noise. We're right next to the highway, which was okay since we were running the air conditioner. It didn't seem to affect our sleep any. Hi, folks.
All right, guys. Well, the record button is pushed this time around, so we'll see. So last night it was time to pull into a campground so that we get cleaned out and fill the water back up. Plus, we needed some air conditioning too. So we don't have enough solar in this to run the air conditioner all night. It'll only run about 6 hours, and that's it. We got the campground. It worked out great. And plus, with the weather, the weather here in Texas has been pretty bad. But thank God it stayed north of us, and we didn't have any issues.
Yeah, originally it was our plan to stay overnight in Waco, and it's so important that when you're traveling that you also keep the weather in mind. Bob's great at going into the weather apps and seeing what the weather's going to be for the night, wherever it is we're planning on staying. So
I have a weather alert on the CB. I know some people were, saying you get this type of radio or, this type of gas fuel card or whatever, but I rely on the CB because there are some truckers that still use it, and the weather alerts, they pop up all the time. So I have that on scan, and it just pops up, and it was telling us that tornadoes, hail, and 70-mile-an-hour winds were coming to Waco. So that's why we decided to duck south and go a different route. We also had to change our route due to a low clearance bridge on Route 63 to County Route 8. So I just happened to see the sign say low clearance 12.6, so we had to kind of move the route around again, which is really no big deal. I mean, the countryside is beautiful, and they're getting spring here right now. Everything's starting to bloom. But we're going to duck south, and we'll go into the Blue Beacon and get the beast cleaned, get it all ready and shiny for the last couple days, 3 days of our trip.
all right, guys, see you soon.
So today was a very interesting day. So we started out, as we said, with a low clearance bridge. So I took a detour around and tried to get back to the truck wash, but couldn't get there. So we wound up putting us back on 63, low clearance. So I said, okay, we'll bypass this one. We'll go to a different truck wash. So we went to the Blue Beacon just off I-10. So there we were for 2 hours and 20 minutes waiting to get the vehicle cleaned. And I'm like, this is the only one. There is no other one. I thought there was 2 more, but there's no more. So this was it, and I had to get it. I had to get it washed. So we got it washed, and by that time it was about 3 o'clock. 2:30. I'm sorry. Well, now it's time to get a bite to eat because we're hungry. So we pulled off. We get dinner going, and we had a bite to eat. And, hey, we are at the campground 75 miles later. So we did a whopping 75 miles today. Well, we had a beautiful day. Now we're sitting here having our cocktails and just going to relax.
Give the other reason why you didn't continue on.
Well, we get on I-10, so, we're trying to do a 2-lane thing here. So where I went to the truck, the Blue Beacon, I forget exactly where it was, but there was no way to get out without going another 60 miles north to get on the 2-lane road again, 190. I said, well, cheapers cats, I'm not going to do that. So we got on I-10, and I was going to be on I-10 for, I don't know, 100 miles, I want to say.
Yeah.
And then we were going to dump off again. We're going to get off on 90. Well, we get on I-10, an accident. What else is new? I mean, that's just the way highways are. So there we sat. So I'm like, you know what? I'm getting off the next exit. So we get off the next exit, and it's a casino. Well, here we are. And we're good. Yeah, we're fine.
They're also calling for flooding in low-lying areas here because of all the rain, right?
Yeah.
So we're into bayou country, swamp country, so it makes it a little risky picking and choosing where you're going to stay with flood warnings.
Yeah, so we're going to hang tight here, and I'm going to start out again tomorrow.
Maybe we can get some miles behind us tomorrow.
Yeah, right. See what happens.
Nothing fancy, but it'll do. She's sparkling clean from the truck wash. She shines. They did such an amazing job. At the Blue Beacon in Louisiana. Ready? You were good to us last night. As always, thank you for watching, and God bless. And hopefully one day we'll see you on the road. You're gonna shoot me.
There's no doubt in my mind. I can't see if it's on or off or whatever. That's good because we kind of blew that in.
Yeah, we did. Now it's recording. That'll be a good outtake. Yeah.